What's better than a poke in the eye? And more exhilarating than skiing off your own roof? How about a show chock full of nautical frills? Playground thrills? Aquatic skills? And even baby spills. So hop to it. It's time for some of life's funniest moments. Better run, don't walk. And leave the housework for later. Do whatever it takes to get your chair in front of the telly. To see some canine choreography. A man practically break his knee. And the dangers of videography. Just some of life's funniest moments. Have you ever noticed nothing ever works out as planned? There's a simple solution. Plan less. He planned on making a 3D movie of Junior getting a horsey ride from Daddy. Ooh, wow, that third dimension hurts. New plan. Let's remain two-dimensional and conscious. The dolly may be able to hold up to 900 pounds. But the woman maxes out around 275. Bill and Ted's most excellent plan was to pull up their science grade with a totally awesome in-class demo.
So do we have anybody that likes snakes?
That was the plan, anyway. Oh, bogus. Bill and Ted's new plan now includes safety goggles and summer school. The ad for the hottest maid service in town lied. I mean, sure, she is female and she is wearing a skimpy outfit, but I don't think she has any cleaning experience at all. See what I mean? I'll bet she's not even bonded. Her plan was to stay on for 8 seconds. But the bull had other plans. Hey, that's not a fair fight. For one thing, he's skinnier than you are. For another, it's 3-on-1. Wait, no, now it's 2-on-2.
Just punched John in the face.
Wow, looks like someone can dish it out, but can't take it. The upside is none of them will remember any of this in the morning. Junka. It's the tower building game with the voodoo curse. Better than a voodoo doll. Just topple the tower and you topple your sister. The building goes down and your sister goes down with it. Junka. The only tower building game endorsed by the Voodoo Council. We've all heard of Edgar Rice Burroughs' Tarzan, Lord of the Apes. Well, this is Morty, Court Jester of the Apes. Oh, look, he's gonna do the bucket bit. Oh, Morty, you slay me. The theory is, let the squirrel eat all the birdseed he wants and he won't want birdseed anymore. It doesn't work. It's the time of year when people are a little nicer, the air is a little crisper, and thank goodness the video cameras capture all the holiday hilarity. The Donnelly kids have been taking the same Christmas card picture since they were little kids. This year, they may have finally outgrown it. He said he wanted to sing a solo, but the choir master just wouldn't listen. Well, he's listening now. Sure, you could spend all afternoon shoveling the snow from the roof, or you could bring in a specialist to find just the right pressure point and... Oh, yeah, that's it. Despite their reputation, not all elves love Christmas. That's what we call a Yuletime smackdown. It combines the antisocial behavior of ice fishing, the spectator appeal of lawn bowling, and the subarctic temperatures of climbing Mount Everest. All things considered, it's amazing lawn chair ice sliding hasn't become more popular. I don't want to point fingers here, but I think we all know who slipped bacon in the eggnog. The beginning and the end of Jumbo Frisbee. Coming up, the perils of vacationing on one of those cut-rate, no-name cruise lines, and a hot-tempered bear loses his head when we return to life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. They say the honeymoon can't last forever. Heck, sometimes it doesn't even last until you get to the honeymoon. How is this for a matrimonial entrance? I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. And then take her to the emergency room. It was all over when he said, "Honey, I really don't think you need to eat any cake." Like he wasn't already pushing his luck with that haircut. Still, 20 seconds of happiness is more than most couples get. Either this is the most boring preacher in the history of marriage, or they violated the cardinal rule of never taking the ring bearer to the bachelor party the night before. You know, they just can't handle it. One person's flower petal walkway is another person's litter. She wants to make sure they get the deposit back on the church. Weddings can be tense. Sometimes all it takes is one little spark to ignite the entire party like a tinderbox into a full-fledged brawl. Whoops, oh, now he's done it. You gotta love a reception that has all the class and dignity of a frat party. This probably isn't how she always dreamed her special day would be. It may be exactly the way he did, though. Here they come, dancing around the corner. They're almost home, and she's safe. Nice hook slide. The best thing about naming your bull Tornado is that when the insurance company wants to know how your swing set was destroyed, you can say,
Thank you.
Tornado did it.
That wasn't very smart, was it?
Professional athletes are the only people who can get rich by being poor sports. Here are some people working for free. New town, new identity, new job. Just don't show your face, the witness relocation guy said. But Anthony Bag of Donuts Gianfrani had to try to beat the throw to first. Now everybody knows it's him. Well, don't panic. You need a new identity fast. But remember, when you can keep your head when everyone else around you is losing theirs, never mind. The best way to implement the old picket fence defense is to use an actual picket fence. Stops them every time.
Go snap this bitch up, man.
Sometimes it isn't so much how you do something, it's a matter of why you do something. Good thing he's wearing his safety sombrero. If you think the skis are kicking up sparks, you ought to see the boat that's pulling them. Little boys think their dads are invincible, and they are. Unless you hit them in the shins. Achilles may have his heel, but for the rest of us, it's the shin. There are a lot of things you need to know when playing football. You need to know how to run, throw, catch, dodge, and tackle. But most importantly, you need to know where the goal line is. 3 more yards would have done it. If it's true that a man's home is his castle, then here are some of the jesters that make the castle a wreck. Today you know them as the dynamically delightful diving duo of Deidre and Doug Dawson. But they actually started as a trio. Yeah, that's Dale in the back. Let's just say Dale was a distraction. He wrecked the act. And the fence. But he's okay. It's important to get the heavy snow load off the skylight to avoid a cave-in. It's around here somewhere. Found it! A shirt or some shades, the neighbors demanded. Oops, well, looks like it's time to put on a shirt. Some would say keeping a scale replica of the Titanic in the basement could bring bad luck. They'd be right. Coming up, wedding traditions that never quite caught on. And the backyard do-it-yourself chiropractic kit. When we return to life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. Being a show-off just means you aren't afraid of making a fool of yourself if you fail. Here are some failed show-offs. Only slightly less known than the adage, never play leapfrog with a unicorn, is the saying, never be leapfrogged by your new husband's drunk buddy from high school. Oh, definitely not the best man.
I'll back up here, Roy. I mean, you can do it.
Here's the tip. When the guy screaming, "You can do it," is giggling and holding a video camera, odds are he doesn't really think you can do it. And odds are he's right. No time to show off.
You got knocked the hell out.
Always remember this. When it comes to bargain basement table dancing, you get what you pay for. Never trust an exotic dancer that takes coupons. When Angela's hamster died, her daddy promised he'd replace it. But this isn't what she thought he meant. Daddy's not a very good hamster. Okay, now we can go to the pet store. He was supposed to grab the bar, do a triple flip, and end up back on the bike. He was such a show-off, he even had 2 cameras going. And we're glad he did. Oh yeah, check out this guy. Wow, what a hunk. Look at the moves. All the guys want to be him and all the girls want to be with him. Can anyone maintain this level of cool? Guess not. Sure, you could spend a lot of money on a mechanical paper shredder, but they aren't nearly as much fun as the Super Shredder 2000. The difference between a good time and a bad time is whether or not it's happening to you. So, have a good time with these bad times. It's a lesson you can't learn early enough. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Her neighbors might be impressed that she has the cleanest glass in town. But the squirrel doesn't seem to like it one bit. Ow! On the upside, he now sees 2 nuts. If you're going to hammock, don't drink. And if you're going to drink, don't hammock. The embarrassment you save may be your own. They were just sure this was how Tony Hawk started. But the plywood ramp they made was better suited for a sparrow. There's only one thing more tragic than hearing "man overboard," and that's hearing "engine overboard." I thought you packed the oars, no? How about you? Baby boomer is a term used for people born between 1946 and 1964. But we all know that at some point, all babies go boom. Someday this little cowboy will be riding a Brahma, but for now, he practices on the family dog. It only seems fair you baptize me, and I'll baptize you. This was the last time they offered the clothing optional baptism. This kid has an impressive future carved out for himself as a sprinkler. His parents are so proud. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of the PBBA, the Professional Baby Bowlers Association. She is on her way to a perfect game. For the kid's sake, you hope this isn't true. You know, that sometimes your face will stick that way. Of course, if it does, you could always sell them to the circus. It's so hard to find a kid these days who'll do windows. Coming up, you'll be mystified, but not in the way they intended, when we return to Life's Funniest Moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. There are those who will tell you that once you know how a magic trick is done, it'll totally ruin the experience for you. And you know something? They're absolutely right. Kinda blows all the mystery, doesn't it? Ta-da! Nice try, Houdini. See you next time on Life's Funniest Moments.